She's got curly hair.
Is your hair curly?
It's Ruby.
Hello everyone, this is Ruby from Positively Lupus, and I'm here to share my pregnancy experience with you all. I'm currently 32 weeks and 2 days and feeling pretty big, so I think it's time to talk about it before this baby pops out. I have a blog called Positively Lupus, and that's where I've shared my journey with you all so far about my background with Lupus SLE, and where I announced I was pregnant, and I shared with you how my first trimester has been. And I'm currently writing my second trimester update, so that's exciting. Excuse the kitty cat behind me. So I thought I'd talk about my second trimester with you. Just a little background on my medical history. I have Lupus SLE, which is an autoimmune condition, and I was diagnosed at 16, and I'm now 23 and I'm 32 weeks pregnant. So my lupus has never really affected my internal organs much. The only thing would be I had pericarditis at one point. Apart from that, it's mainly my joints, my skin, and that's it. Oh, really, kind of. Fatigue. I had a swollen foot for a while. I couldn't walk. I can't remember what else. So much has happened, but yeah, I'm here to share my story with you all. So from the very beginning of my pregnancy, I was under the care of my rheumatologist as always, and I had already spoken to a fetal medical obstetrician about getting pregnant and if my medications are safe, if I need to change any medications. So we had that appointment probably over a year ago now, and maybe 2 years ago, and I changed my medication and let that get out of my system. That took about at least 6 months before we decided to start trying. Ever since I've been pregnant, at the beginning I didn't really have any symptoms. I only had a rash on my cheeks, which you can see the photos on my blog. That was the only really sign that you could see physically from me. I also had really bad chest pain, but so it felt a lot like pericarditis again, the same kind of pain that pericarditis gave me, except it was on my right side, so that was good, meaning it's not pericarditis because it has to be on the left side where your heart is. I had tests, x-rays, there was no clots or anything, so that was fine. I just upped my steroids a little bit. It seemed to go away, so after that it's been okay. Since the beginning of my pregnancy, I've always had protein in my urine and blood in my urine, and you're not supposed to have any, so that was a worry, and I've never had it in the past. Usually if you have protein in your urine, it's something's wrong with your kidneys and you need to get it checked out. So because of my lupus is SLE, so it mainly affects the outside of me, so joints, rashes, everything else like that. When it starts affecting your internal organs like your kidneys, that then you have a different form of lupus, which is nephritis, lupus nephritis, and that can get quite serious if it gets quite bad. Obviously that's quite scary. Because I'd never had it before in pregnancy, they referred me straight away to see the renal physician, the renal doctor. He's been amazing, he's been really good and really clear, really thorough, making sure I know what's happening. So my first appointment with him, I didn't really expect anything. I knew I had protein in my urine, but back then I didn't really know what that meant. I only know that like more about it now that I've read more, but before that first appointment I didn't really know anything. And so I just went with my mum. I didn't take my partner with me, just because I didn't think anything was wrong. and that was the most serious appointment I've ever had in my life. So he basically sat me down and said that I've got protein in my urine, I've got blood in my urine, and that is a sign that my kidneys are not functioning properly, so it's not clearing out the waste properly or whatever. So I needed to be kept a close eye on. Basically anything that can treat the kidneys is not safe for pregnancy, so there was no medication, nothing they could do for me to make this better, and there's nothing I can eat to make it better. So basically I just nothing. So it's pretty scary. And he talked me through everything. I saw him in September, and I think I was about 14 weeks pregnant then. So the baby is still tiny, and he gave me the option. Well, he told me that after weeks 24, from his experience, he expects it to take a turn and get a lot worse from there, depending on how it all goes and my kidney function and how much protein, if that creeps up or stuff like that. They'll have to like deliver the baby earlier, or basically they can't treat me if I was pregnant. So for him, his point of view, he looks at my health before the baby's health. He also gave me the option to terminate, which I said no to straight away, because I don't know, I just believed that nothing was wrong, but that it wouldn't get worse and that we'd get through this. And I want kids, so if I was to have a kid later, I think it would be, my health would be worse later than it is now, because I'm still so young. So yeah, I said no to that, obviously. 32 weeks along now. Yeah, so I'm under the care of a few specialists at the moment, a rheumatologist who I've always been under the care of, the nephrologist who looks after my kidneys, makes sure it's not getting any worse, making sure I'm feeling okay. And then I'm under the fetal obstetrician, and they look after the medication I'm on to make sure it's all safe for pregnancy. They make sure the baby's grown fine, making sure I get all my appointments for growth scans and everything, because all the medication I'm on can affect the baby's growth and the baby's development. So I'm under quite a few teams, and I'm basically in hospital all the time, so it's good and it's bad. It's good because I get to see the baby more often, and I am very well looked after. I think if it was a normal pregnancy, you don't really see many doctors until near the end or so. And yeah, I don't know, what else is there to say? Out of breath. I have a shortness of breath, but I think that's just because I'm so big and I can't fit anything else inside me, and there's no space for my organs or anything anymore. My medication, I currently on my normal lupus medication, and I have been anemic since being pregnant, which is quite normal, I think. So I've had to take iron supplements, I take Pregnacare, I take calcium because my bones are not great because of all the prednisone steroids I take. And the most dreaded one, this is the one I really didn't want to have, but it's fragment injections, and that's a blood thinner, and that's just to make sure that clots don't form and that everything's moving okay inside me, the blood flow and everything. So I really didn't want that one because I read so much about it and everyone said it stings quite like crazy, and I have to take it every day up to 6 weeks after the birth. So it's not fun, it stings, and it's just not nice. My belly's all bruised. I have lumps on my belly from like when maybe we didn't do it properly, or it went into muscle or something maybe, I don't know. But yeah. What else is there to update you? Not sure. Pregnancy wise, I don't know, I don't have many symptoms. I don't crave much. The only thing I crave is like fruits and fruity things, cold drinks. Yeah, cravings not much, just a bit out of breath, that's all. My stretch marks are really bad. I have quite a lot on both sides, really a lot. And I don't know, that might be, well, it's probably like a mixture of things because I'm really small, I'm really petite, I'm 4'10" and a half. I've always been skinny, so I've never really stretched my skin that much before, and I have really dry skin, which doesn't help. Oh yeah, one more thing, I've had really bad hip pain since quite early on in the pregnancy. It's just really bad, so I can't, if I lie down, I can't get up. It kills to get up. I think it's quite normal to have hip pain, but I got it quite early on and it's just gotten worse and worse every week, and I don't know what I can do to make it better. I don't take paracetamol or anything. I don't like taking medication unless I really have to. So yeah, I'm 32 weeks and 2 days. I'll show you my bump now. This is the bump. I have to move it back a bit. So it's quite big. I don't know if I'm normal for my... Let's put this down a bit. Is this normal? It's quite big. Big baby. It's crazy. And I'll see if I can put this down for you. I've always had an innie, a really deep innie, and it's weird because it's out now. Yep, he's getting quite big. But I think the stretch marks are so bad because he grew quite fast and quite yeah, it's just really fast. He just popped out of nowhere. One day I didn't have anything, and then next day he just there, and he's constantly moving, always wriggling about. So that's my belly. He's probably kicking out the skin, making it stretch more, because he's probably got no room in there, so I don't mind, it's okay. I'm sure it'll fade. And it's just a memory of being pregnant. So yeah, I'll carry on updating my blog. Feel free to follow me, subscribe to my blog and to this YouTube if you want. I don't know if I'm going to carry on doing these. I'm not the best in front of the camera. I've got my baby shower this Saturday, so that's really exciting. Can't wait. My cousin's organising that. That'll be good. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to say the NHS has been amazing. I know a lot of people say it's really bad and it's just awful, but I mean, it's free. What more can you ask for? They treat you so well. They do the best they can, and some people ruin it for us, but they couldn't have done this without the NHS, and NHS is great. I mean, obviously it depends on the doctor you have, but they're just normal people. They work their asses off, even if I have to wait a long time or whatever. I know they're doing whatever they can to help as many people as they can, because that's what their aim is, that's what their values are. That's it really. Oh, I had my 3D scan the other day and that was really good. We got to see what the baby looks like, and it basically looks like me. Another me, a little mini me, so that's cute. I was so happy to see the baby. Nearly there. Oh yeah, maybe I'll update now. I'll say it now. Okay, so I actually got booked in for my induction date. So because of my lupus and because of all my medications and just everything that's happened, they want a more controlled birth, I guess, and they want to be able to monitor me properly and everything. So I've been booked in to be induced in 5 weeks time, and that's when it became real to me. I didn't think about that stuff until she gave me a date, and when she gave me a date I'm like starting to panic, but it's okay. It's okay. In 5 weeks time, we have a lot of work to do in our new flat, and a lot of things to buy that we haven't bought yet. Just bought a pram, so that's huge stress relief gone. 5 weeks, guys, not long left. Much love to everyone. Hope you're all well and having a lovely 2018. Okay, I'm out of breath now. Speak to you later. Bye.